All right. Open up for questions for Marcus.
Marcus, in game one, you were standing on the floor at the end of the bench for what looked like most of the game. Did you pretty much know you were coming back at that point?
I was, it was a very high hope that I could get back. My body just, as long as my body kept responding the right way for me. And it did, I got to get into shoot around, test it out, and it felt good. It felt good that day as well, but, better safe than sorry. I didn't really get a chance to try it out that morning before that game one. So we didn't want to risk it, and it wasn't feeling too well. But I was just kept telling myself, game two, you're playing. Okay, how hurt you are, you got to give it a shot. And we were very aggressive with treatment. 2-a-days. I was in the pool doing pool workouts, and just everything I could to speed this recovery up.
Marcus, how difficult was it to sit and watch what happened in game one? And what was your mindset coming into this one? Looked like you were aggressive pretty much on both ends of the floor out there tonight.
Yeah, it was a lot for me. I was very frustrated with that because I couldn't get out there and help my teammates. I had to sit there and watch, us struggle the way we did, and knowing that I probably could have helped was very painful. But at the same time, it was good for us. It was good for our team and our guys to play through some more adversity. And that's not having two of your starters, and you got to find a way. And, we led 3 quarters and they had that one big quarter, and that was a teaching moment for us. And then for me today, it was just, just come out, be as aggressive as you can and not let the same mistake happen. We playing against a really, 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 really good Miami team. And, when you make mistakes, they make you pay for it. And we got to limit those mistakes. And that was my mindset. Come in, get Jason, Jalen the ball, Al, get them their shots open. And then, take what the defense gives you.
Hey, Marcus, tonight you defended Jimmy Butler for 31 possessions and held him to only 9 points, according to Second Spectrum tracking data. What are the challenges in defending a guy like Butler? And also, what is your assessment of your individual play with that matchup tonight?
It's tough. Jimmy's a warrior, man. Jimmy's been doing this for a long time. He understands the game. He understands, his strengths. He understands his team strength. So when you got a guy who has an IQ like Jimmy, it's always going to be a tough matchup. It's a good one. I love going up against Jimmy anytime I can. As a defensive player, as a competitor, he's going to make you work and he's going to make you better. So, we knew it was tough. For me, my assignment was just to make everything tough for him. We knew he was going to hit some shots. If he did, he had to work for him. And that's just where I came in. And, it was a full team effort. It wasn't just me. I had some help from everybody. We all threw some guys at him, and we all had a chance. And that's what it comes down to, we all pros and we're all good. We're going to make tough shots. We just want to make it as hard as possible for them.
Marcus, it's because of injuries and all that stuff. You guys haven't had the opportunity to have you and Rob and Al kind of at full strength, have that defense that you've had from the regular season. How good did it feel to just be out there and know that you had those guys behind you and you had that regular season #1 defense kind of intact in this game?
Oh, it felt amazing. The beauty about this team is we got to play through adversity early on in the season with the injuries and stuff like that, COVID. And we got to see what we were really made of. And, we got to learn from it. So for us, it was always next man up. So, but it did feel good to have that unit out there that we know, when we're out there, what we can do. And it showed tonight.
In game one, especially in that third quarter, there was just a ton of turnovers real fast, where every time you guys tried to move the ball, it's like a little lax and they just pounce on it. And tonight, there were a lot of those moments where they almost turned you guys over, but you held strong, you dove and you moved it. Like what was that little extra edge that you tried to bring tonight to keep?
Just what I always do, being the energy guy that I am, being the point guard that I am. I take a lot of pressure off our guys, so they don't have to try to force it as much. So they, they could be who they are. And that always helps. And tonight, that was the main goal. We can't let them out hustle us, beat us to loose balls, offensive rebounds where they killed us, and transition and turnover. So we cut those down, and our defense do what it does. So we just wanted to come in and beat a harder playing team tonight, and I think we did that.
I know you spent a long time trying to get the Defensive Player of the Year award. You also spent a long time trying to be the point guard of this team. to come back tonight after the turnovers you guys had the other night, have 12 assists and 1 turnover, and some of you guys down, like you said, during the game. How much pride do you take in, your ability to kind of run the team the way you've always said you had the ability to?
A lot of pride. That's what I've been doing my whole career. That's what I got drafted here to do. And, I just waited my turn, and I'm blessed to be in the situation I am, to have the opportunity to go out and show what I can do. And, I think everybody in the organization in the world is seeing what I can do at that point guard position.
Hey, Marcus, I know you spoke on it just a second ago, but that third quarter tonight, after what happened a couple nights ago, you broke a couple ankles there in that third quarter. You hit a couple of threes. What kind of locked in for you to make sure that you guys held that lead tonight?
Just be who I am, come out and be that leader, stay on top of my guys. It was a little bit tougher in game 1 to do it because you weren't out there. And as a player, sometimes when you're on the court and the guys or who's not on the court trying to tell you, you just kind of really don't want to hear it. You listening, but it's tough, and it's a different type of energy and feel when, when I'm out there on the court, able to bark out the commands and really get into my guys and get them motivated. Because now it's like, okay, if he's going to go out there and do it, I don't want to be the guy that's slacking. So I got to come with it. And that's the beauty of having me on the court, to do that, to settle us down, to get us what we need to do and make plays for my teammates.
How does Al Horford change the way that you guys defend? And what was the difference that he brought between game 1 and game 2?
His energy. I mean, Al is, he 35? 36, and he's still moving like he's 22. That's been an advantage for us. He's an athletic long guy who can get out and switch onto those smaller, quicker guards. And it really, keeps our defense compact, and it's not really a mismatch that teams can really try to go after, especially with me and Al on the floor. And that's big for us. Al has always been big for it. He's a great leader. He's a great vet. And that's what we expect from Al.
So you take a lot of hits on the court, and you're often on the court. When did you learn that you could absorb all that? What were the circumstances that led you to know you can be a tough player on the court?
I'm the youngest of 4 boys. My whole life, you got to fight. You got to be tough, or you might as well keep it pushing. So my whole life is how I've been. I'm from Texas, where football is, prominent for us. I played football, and, you built that. And like I said, being the youngest, you ain't got no choice but to be tough. And that's just how it was. Thank you, guys.